Hey there, folks. Buckle up because today we're diving into something wild. The silver market is on the brink of total chaos, and it's happening right now. Imagine this: demand for silver is literally twice the supply we can dig out of the ground. Yeah, you heard that right. For the first time ever, the numbers are screaming game over by 2026. But don't just take my word for it. Let's break it down together. What if I told you a basic math rule is crumbling under the global economy, and it's about to hit your wallet harder than you think? Picture this: while you're scrolling on your phone or checking stock tickers, the real stuff, the physical silver that powers our tech world, is disappearing fast. Global demand, a whopping 1.28 billion ounces this year. But the mines, they're only coughing up about 815 million ounces. Toss in recycling and scrap, and we're still short by a massive 285 million ounces in 2025 alone. This isn't about fancy jewelry or collector coins anymore. Nope, this is the backbone of modern life, the superconductor keeping everything running. Let's zoom in. If we strip away the silver that's just a byproduct from copper or gold mines and look only at dedicated silver operations, industrial demand is now over 2.1 times that pure output. That's the red flag of resource burnout. You've probably heard markets always balance out, but the Silver Institute's latest data, it paints a grim picture. We are in the fifth straight year of this deficit, a shortage streak like nothing in industrial history. Those big stockpiles in vaults from London to New York, they're getting raided to plug the gap, but guess what? The fuel light's flashing empty. So why is this happening now? It's not wild speculation or a bullion buying frenzy. It's the green energy boom turning into a silver-eating monster. Specifically, the solar industry's big upgrade to TOPCon and HJT heterojunction cells. In 2025, solar gobbled up nearly 200 million ounces, a 32% jump from last year. That's 1 in every 4 ounces mined going straight into panels. And here's the kicker: once it's in there, it's gone. Recycling a panel for silver costs more than it's worth. We call this the solar sink, a black hole sucking away our conductivity reserves to light up our homes. Think about it like this: industrial demand overall hit 550 million ounces, and by 2026, there's no cheap substitute that matches silver's magic for conducting electricity. Physics has us cornered. It's like a conveyor belt chugging along at normal speed mine supply, but the grabber at the end, demand, suddenly doubles its pace. Boom, that's the scissors gap slicing everything apart. World needs 1.2 billion ounces. Mines deliver maybe 820 million. Deficit, 250 million ounces yearly. Prices should be skyrocketing, right? Well, they've been dipping into old stockpiles, the ghosts of past mining, but those are vanishing fast. Want to see what happens when the well runs dry? Let's time travel for some real-world warnings. These aren't just old stories, they're blueprints for what's coming. Jump back to 620 AD, when the Sasanian Empire ruled the roost. Powerhouse of the ancient world, right? But they were teetering on a silver edge. The Byzantine-Sasanian wars turned into a cash vacuum, draining silver to fund armies and officials at the worst possible time, when Asian mines started failing. What did they do? Debased their coins, mixing silver with cheap copper until the money was worthless junk. Trust shattered. When supply couldn't match state demands, the whole system cracked. History shows the delay from shortage to full collapse, just 24-48 months. By the Arab conquests, the Sasanians weren't beaten by swords alone. They were economically gutted. No silver, no power. Sound familiar? Our own massive debts today are stacked on shaky physical ground. The Sasanians ignored the 2x demand warning, and poof, empire gone in 3 decades. We can't afford that mistake. But wait, there's more. Fast forward 1,000 years to the Spanish Empire in 1600, kings of the seas, all thanks to one epic mine, Cerro Rico in Potosi, Bolivia. This beast pumped out silver that greased global wheels. At peak, it was the silver heart of everything. But by the 17th century, output plummeted 60%. Mines too deep to drain, mercury for processing ran low. Supply cliff alert. Spain's whole budget bet on endless silver. When it dried up, 9 bankruptcies in a century, they debased coins like the Maravdi and Real, sparking hyperinflation that crushed merchants. Not a lack of guts. The math of mining just failed. Today, our global output's stuck at 820 million ounces, while demand shoots up. Ore grades dropping, extraction costs soaring. Just like Spain, we're assuming they'll find more. but physics says no. Spain's slowdown shifted world power. Ours could halt tech progress. Empires turn to dust when the defining metal vanishes. And if Spain's fall was a slow roast, check out the Ming dynasty in the 1640s for a quick fry. Richest empire ever, billions in population, but hooked on silver they didn't produce. Taxes, salaries, everything in silver, sourced from Japan and Spanish Americas via Philippines. Then, disaster, Japan cuts exports, wars choke roots. Flow reversal. Silver scarcity made the remaining stuff super valuable. Good news? Nope. Catastrophe for everyday folks. Prices spiked, taxes became impossible, peasants revolted. The common people got crushed under deflationary pressure. State couldn't pay armies, economy imploded. Ming fell not to invaders first, but to silver starvation. Okay, shaking off the history vibes, back to today. You've seen the past patterns, now let's spot the signals in real time. Enter the 4-day signal. In less than a week, 60% of deliverable silver vanished from COMEX vaults. Smart money's bailing from paper trades to grab the real stuff. Why? Because the game's changing. Look at tech giants like Samsung. They're ditching lithium for silver carbon anodes in EV batteries. Massive silver needs ahead. And in November 2025, the US slapped silver on the critical minerals list. That's government code for panic mode, recognizing it's vital for defense, tech, everything. But Mexico's tightening mining laws, that's squeezing supply even more. This isn't hype, it's the triple deficit rule in action, 5th year of shortages, no end in sight. So what's the timeline? Let's map it out like a thriller plot. You ready? Phase 1, the stagnation happening now. Mines flatline at 820 million ounces. Ore grades tank, no big discoveries. We're coasting on fumes. Pause, lean in closer. Feel that tension building. Phase 2, the signal December 2025. The raid hits. Vaults empty as insiders scoop up physical silver. That 4-day vanish, just the start. Prices twitch, but the real storm brews. What would you do if you saw this coming? Stock up. Phase 3, the sourcing war early 2026. Lockout time. Big players like Tesla and Samsung skip exchanges, lock in direct deals with mines. Small buyers left in the dust. Supply wars erupt, nations and core battling for scraps. Imagine the headlines. Tech giants hoard silver, prices explode. Phase 4, the reset, full-on 2026. Decoupling, paper markets detach from reality. Physical silver premiums skyrocket. Global reset, monetary systems shake, wealth shifts to those holding real assets. This is the scissors gap closing, demand slicing through supply. But here's the exciting part, you're not helpless. History screams prepare. Think silver as your inflation hedge, asset shield, retirement booster. Whether it's physical bars, a silver IRA, or smart investments, the era of cheap silver is toast. Host stands energetic gesture, so what are you waiting for? Dive into the references, Silver Institute reports, historical digs on Sasanians, Potosi, Ming. Check COMEX data, Samsung's battery tech, Reuters on Mexico. This isn't doom, it's opportunity knocking. Thanks for hanging out. Hit like if this fired you up. Subscribe for more financial wake-up calls. What's your take? Drop comments below. Are you stacking silver yet? See you next time.